My granddad and my great-granddad and my great-great-granddad were all ministers in Western Kentucky. There's this amazing front page of a newspaper, I think, in Princeton, Kentucky, where my great-granddad is baptizing folks in a stream. And so that's a background I come from. But my granddad, who was also the undertaker, the funeral home director, I think that's a lot of where that empathy comes from, of being around families during the most difficult times. But the other is I became governor, and the pandemic hit 3 months later. And I held a press conference every day for a year and a half. I read the death list every day for a year and a half because I didn't want anybody else to have to go through that. And when you do that, when you show yourself, when you're vulnerable every single day, when you're willing to say, I don't know, because we didn't know some of those answers, I think both people see you in a different way, but you're also willing to open up to them in a different way. As for the podcast in the future, right now, I'm excited about this podcast taking us from reaching tens of thousands to hopefully tens of millions, because I'm just trying to be a reasonable voice in a time of chaos, a common sense, common ground, get things done type of voice that I think is good for the Democratic Party, but I wish it'd be adopted by every party. You know, at the end of this administration, we not only need to change, but we need to come together as a people. We need to heal as a country. You know, we can't keep boiling this hot.